Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to tonight's episode of Sad John Block Marathon Madness. I'm your host, Jonathan McCain, and I played Hunter on Hank Hunter and Sad John Block. Um, and so yeah, let's begin this Sad John Block marathon madness. Let's begin. Let's organize this stuff in here. I have a organize stuff. No, there's some trash. Oh wait, I'm back. The room I'm in today uh, was a little bit unorganized um and there was trash in here. And I want to always, when I'm in spaces and studios I'm always like this. I always have been. Even when I was filming Savage Blog, the rooms that we were in to film scenes, and I just I have OCD. So when things are not organized or look centered or look cleaned up. I just clean up trash, pick up trash, and that's just the right thing to do in my mind. And I want you make spaces look better than how it started. So just a life lesson for all of you in your whatever space that you're in, that you work in, that you learn in, that you're in your room, at your home, everywhere. Make it clean up and push your chairs in and clean things up and organize things in your life, in your room, in your spaces. That's just the right thing to do. I try to do that all the time. Sometimes I kind of forget to do it. But it's just the right thing to do and the great thing to do. But I just have OCD in any space I'm in that looks unorganized and put together. Um, if I wasn't like a music artist or actor, and if I wasn't trying to be, I'm going into, I want to be a teacher one day and a leader one day, and maybe, um, but if that wasn't my interest or hobby, if my hobby or interest wasn't to be an actor or a music artist or a future teacher, and leader, if I wasn't interested or hobbies in that or art or walking or my hobbies, if that wasn't my main interest, it would be home design or an organization. So there's that. Uh, but that's not my main interest. So I like it, but I like other people doing it. I like doing it too. I like volunteering. Who knows? I might change my whole path altogether. But that's another. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. But here we go. Let's get on topic and get to the marathon madness. So today we're going to talk about season 1, episode 46. The weekend is here. Yay. And season 8, episode 27 is a great day to have a great day. Um, number 1, part 1. Alright, so in this episode, we're going to go back to season 1. The weekend is here, yay. So this is a Friday, of course. This is going to be uncomfortable. I hate high chairs. Okay, I'm on it now. So, so the day starts out, he gets breakfast, he goes to Breakfast Club with Erica and Brandon, Corden, did I say Way? Everybody, they had a chit chat and have a good time, and, and all of that, and they just eat breakfast, they're having fun, they're laughing, and then, so, there's that, um, And then they go to Bell Wings. They go first period, which is English Arts with Miss Hendricks. They're doing bell work, and then they have a weekly quiz or a test. And then they just chill for the rest of the period, and then they go to reading with Miss Warnock. I think they have a lesson, an activity, and then they do like a test of a book that they got finished reading probably recently at this point, probably. And then I believe so. And then pre-algebra, um, they do bell work, and then they have a lesson and activity. There's no test, I don't think today is a little bit different. But they do have homework, so that will be something that Hunter has to do. And then um, the Brotherhood meeting, lunch meeting. And they get pizza. It's Pizza Friday, Friday. And the Brotherhood members chat. They laugh. They talk about their weekend plans. They're excited that it's the weekend. Um, they're glad it's the weekend. The weekend is here today. Yay. Um, and they enjoy lunch. They enjoy their company. They enjoy their fellowship. They have a great time. And then they go to study hall. Um, and then after study hall, they go to science with Miss Fairchild. They do a bell work activity. And then they have a lesson. And then they have this assignments they need to finish up for the week. I think they even have a weekly quiz of some sort or test that they have in there today, which is kind of stressful, but he gets through it. And then they go to choir and they're practicing really hard for this upcoming concert, which I'll reveal. Well, oh, I already revealed their Christmas concert. Um, and then he goes to chaotic civics with Mr. Woolridge. They do a lesson, and then they have a weekly quiz or test, something like that. And then resource, and it's Erica, and the Hunter works on his math assignment for the day, homework for the day. They check off the list, and he gets it done. And then he does his famous ritual. He's doing his little dancey dance. He's saying the weekend is here, the weekend is here. He's dancing, singing, the weekend is here, the weekend is here, yay, 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 the weekend is here. So, and then the bell rings at 3:35, and then they head out the door, and they go home, and then they have a wonderful weekend, and that is it. So, yeah, and then now let's go fast forward to 11th grade. To season 8, episode 27. It's a great day to have a great day. Number 1. So let me first of all go over some Hey Hunter and Savage Block lore. So back in Hey Hunter days, there was this woman, this wonderful, nice woman, um, who played this character named Miss Nice Wonder, which is so fitting. She's a nice woman, a truly nice woman. She was a strict teacher. She was a social counselor worker, um, and she was super nice and super sweet. She's always sweet. But she began, and that was in uh, 6th grade. She was a social worker, and for Hunter at near the end, and she was really nice, and she didn't have to teach. But when she was a teacher, the teacher version, she was so sweet as a teacher too, and so nice and kind. Better than the last teacher that he had in 6th grade, which is another lore, which I'm not gonna ever discuss. You have to, if you know me and you're a fan of uh, me and my work, you will know who I'm talking about. Um, but but she was so nice, but she was a little bit strict. You know how teachers are. So, but she was overall wonderful, nice woman. Um, nice wonder, Miss Nice Wonder. So, very nice, very sweet lady. And uh, but yeah, I don't know what she's up to now, but I hope she's living her best life. And she's just so sweet, and I bet she's doing sweet things for other people. But it's been a while. But anyway, but 7th grade was the only year that she was a teacher there. And then in 8th grade, it was Mr. Backer who replaced her. And she was in charge of the Breakfast Club. And that's what he did. Hunter did the Breakfast Club in 6th grade too. And that's how. But she would always say, it's a great day to have a great day in 6th grade and 7th grade. And that stood for Hunter in 8th grade and 11th grade. So throughout the years. And he always loved saying, "It's a great day, have a great day," and that's what she would always say, and that's what Hunter will start saying in 8th grade and 9th grade and 7th grade and 10th grade, and I still say it to this day. I said it in my personal life, and I said it on camera as my character. And I still say it to this day. I still remember it. And it is a great day, have a great day. It's always a great day, have a great day. And that's a positive mindset, positive attitude. That gave my character Hunter when he was in a bad, challenging time in 6th grade and 7th grade and a little bit in 8th grade when he had challenges and trials and tribulations. He always remembered what she said, which is a great day, have a great day. And that gave Hunter inspiration and inspiration to be a better person and have a better mindset, positive mindset, and have a positive attitude. And it still sticks with me today. Um, and it sticks with my character too. But for me personally, onset, offset, everywhere. But it's a great day, have a great day. So that's the lore, the backstory. It's a great day, have a great day. That phrase. Um, but So it's a Friday. He says bye to mom. He gets on the bus. He gets to school. He gets breakfast. It's a Heartland day, so he's in 11th grade. So he goes to Heartland right after breakfast. He gets on the Heartland bus. He gets to Heartland. Today is early childhood day. It's not a preschool day, but an early childhood day. And um, I think so. Friday he goes to early childhood education, Miss Higgins, which is another wonderful woman. That we are friends, on set, offset, even, um, personally, professionally, and on set, and we're still friends today. Every once in a while, I chit chat with her. Um, I haven't seen her in person in a while, but I still somewhat chat with her, text with her. It should be more. I should text her more, and I better do it soon. But I'm not a good texter with anybody. I don't really text that much. Um, but I will have to soon. It's been a little bit, but it's been a month or so, which is awful. I hate go. I'm just not a good texter with anybody except for I mostly just text my mom and that's it. Uh, I have a hard time texting. But anyway, I'm just not a good texter. But anyway, that's people text me and then I text back. But anyway, that's just. But she's a wonderful woman, a nice woman as well, and she helped me along the way personally, and helped my character and everything. But anyway, um, but that was Friday. We hit this as our lesson day, so we have a lesson about how to be effective teachers and how to be effective preschool teachers and elementary and basically lessons like that, the skills that you need, basically a skill day. Well, Monday is like a week, like a planning day for the preschool week, and they do some lessons on Monday. And then Tuesday is just a preschool day. Wednesday is English day that Hunter has to do. Thursday is also preschool, and Friday is that like basic lessons, and also preparing ahead as well. So they do lessons for the first half, and then they take their break, which we don't see, but they just eat snacks, they just chit chat, all that. Sometimes see Hayden, the former which we saw, and it's time for a duel. That's the first. But anyway, that's the only time we filmed the break. And there was other times that we filmed the break as well, but most of the time we don't. Just like the study hall is pretty boring, actually, to just film nothing basically. So there's no action. Sometimes there is, but most of the time it's just eating snacks and just chilling for it's only 10 minutes to 15 minutes or something like that. But anyway, after the break, he goes back to we try and they just do some more lessons and activities, assignments, and then they prepare near the end of the day. They start preparing for the upcoming week, and then the bell rings, and then he gets on back to the bus and heads back to the high school to go to the study hall, which is boring as well. It's quiet, it's silent work time. It's just it would be very boring to film. but that's why we don't film it. Sometimes we do. It just depends on the day. It depends on what's happening, what we want to happen in the episode. But anyway, um, but in this episode, I don't think anything's happening. And then next, they have board meeting. They just say, um, their weekend plans. They talk about the weekend. They're excited for the weekend. And then it's pizza day. He loves his pizza day and cookies and chips and ice, all of it. Just like in eighth grade, all the time. And personally, I love pizza and everything too. And personally, on set, those were my favorite days and favorite lunches to eat on set because I was actually eating them. Who knew? But anyway, yeah. But after lunch, we go to ICP, which is science, with Mr. Mindock and Mr. Miller, the teacher, the student teacher there, and they do their bell work and then lesson, and then assignment time. Um, and then algebra two, which I think there's a test in today, so he goes down to Miss Oswald's, and they get help on the test. It's stressful, but Miss Warren, I mean Miss Oswald helps him through it. He gets it done, and then he goes, turns it in, and then he goes to the bell rings, and he goes to resource and just chills out, um, and resource, and then he goes to U.S. history, um, and they just do assignments and stuff in a lesson. But yeah. And then he does his little ritual, little dance, and struts it. The bell rings at 3:30. He walks down, he struts his stuff as a savage that he is, and walks out the door. And the weekend is here, so and that is the end of the episode. And that is it for tonight's episode of Sajon Bot Marathon Madness. Have a wonderful Friday night, and I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you Monday night for another episode of Sajan Bach Marathon Madness. God bless you all. Bye.